Are these smaller cruises more adult orientated, or are they family friendly?
I'd say they are more adult orientated. They tend to attract couples a lot, but families often choose them if they've got slightly older children. I'd say under 8 or 9, I wouldn't recommend them at all. Mm-hmm. But with slightly older children, I think busy families these days who don't get time together favour this kind of holiday as a means of spending time together and doing things together. So if you're looking for lots of activities on board, then no, there won't be anything. If they're looking for the opportunity to go and do things together and just have that time, which, because everybody's so busy, they don't get back home, then I'd say they're really great for families.
What itineraries do you offer when it comes to cruising?
There's heaps of choice. There's plenty of choice in the Mediterranean with the Turkish coast, the Greek islands, the Adriatic combination of the Croatian islands, but also Greece, Montenegro, and Croatia all combined together. South Italy and Malta combined with the Aeolian Islands is another great area to cruise on this kind of vessel. And then further afield, the Seychelles, the Caribbean, also Panama Canal, Costa Rica, and Colombia is a really unusual one. I think I mentioned a really unusual one is the rivers of West Africa, which explores the Gambia River. Some of these vessels are ideal for private charters. So if, let's say, one has a big celebration, wants to take extended family or friends away, they can be chartered for as few as 40 guests, and you can charter the entire vessel for your celebration for a week or for less on some instances. Mm-hmm. And that's quite a unique experience. And it's the sort of number, and there are slightly smaller vessels as well, but it's the sort of number for extended family celebrations that does actually work. Mm-hmm. 40, 50, that sort of number. But I'd say as a celebratory cruise, something like an anniversary or whatever, one of my favourite areas would be the Seychelles. And that's one I'd recommend. I'd say it's one of those places that everybody should visit if they get the opportunity.
Yeah, that is also on my list. I've got such a long list of things to go to.
Haven't we all? Yeah.
How can the listeners find out more about Seafarer and your holidays?
Best thing is to look at our website where all the information is available. There's two, actually. There's seafarersailing.co.uk and there's also seafarercruises.co.uk, and I think that would be the best place to start thinking about either yacht cruises or sailing.
What about my phone call? I want to call my Emily.
Too late now.
Please, please, please.
Step through now, please.
Oh, no.
Too late now.
Here's the goods. You take them in false bottom bag, you strap them to your body, it's up to you.
Look, I've changed my mind. I want out.
Too late now.
So, you're offering me a free holiday?
Yeah.
I just have to bring back something for a friend of yours.
That's right. You get some serious cash.
Right.
Well?
Not too late. Don't get talked into trafficking drugs. Once you're in, the British government can't get you out. Don't throw your life away.
You can follow me on Twitter @holiday_hut.
If you've chartered your own yacht, please do share your experiences at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Upload a video or photos. I'll be interested to know how you got on, whether it's the only way you go on holiday nowadays or whether it's a one-off, you've done it, you're never going to do it again. Whatever it is, please do share your experiences with us. And now, travel news. A passenger has reportedly headbutted a member of the crew after attacking 3 others on an Emirates flight EK005 flying in from Dubai. A travelling police officer managed to put the passenger in a headlock, after which he was detained on the cabin floor until the flight landed at Heathrow. One passenger told the London Evening Standard that the man was bound with black rope after the incident. The Metropolitan Police confirmed that they were called to an incident involving a violent passenger and arrested a 30-year-old Dutch male. However, the spokesperson said the incident was not related to terrorism. They also said shortly after 5 p.m. on Sunday the 14th of February, police at Heathrow Airport were informed of a violent passenger on board a flight from Dubai, expected to arrive at Terminal 3 at around about 8 p.m. On landing, officers boarded the plane and arrested a 30-year-old male national on suspicion of common assault even. And the investigation in the incident is ongoing. So another story of alleged bad passenger behaviour. I've asked the question before, I'm going to ask it again, but if you've ever been on a flight where this sort of thing happened, please can you describe the experience, how you felt, and how the crew dealt with it? Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. There could be trouble ahead at London City Airport. 3 of the airport's largest airlines, which account for 70% of the passenger traffic, have allegedly threatened to pull their services from the airport if a new owner raises fees to fund their investment. The airport current owners, who are US private equity firm Global Infrastructure Partners, have set a deadline for the 19th of February for final bids, and it's believed to have attracted interest from 5 parties. British Airways, CityJet and Flybe are concerned that any new owner would have to raise fees to cover the £2 billion asking price for the airport. An investigation commissioned by BA and CityJet showed that fees are likely to be raised if the airport is sold for the full asking price. Willie Walsh, the chief executive of the BA parent IAG, told the Financial Times that the airline could not afford any increase in charges at London City, where it accounts for around 40% of the passengers. GIP bought London City Airport 10 years ago for £750 million. So we'll have to see what happens. If somebody buys it, they might not end up with any business, but we'll see.
Checking it out before you check in on the John Guinn Travel Show on ukhealthradio.com.
To prove this show isn't all long-distance stuff, here's a story closer to home. Virgin Trains are adding 42 services a week between Edinburgh and London from May. This would boost seat capacity by 22,000 a week, which is an increase of almost a third. There will be 4 new daily services in each direction, which is going to give a half-hour frequency throughout most of the day, and there's also going to be 2 additional services on Sundays. The announcement follows Virgin's £21 million refurbishment on its fleet, which includes new interiors, carpets and fittings throughout, and leather seats in first class. Well, that's it then. As a vegan, I'm never going to be travelling first class with Virgin, but I'm sure it's going to be very comfortable for those of you who will. If you're a regular listener to the show, you know that cruises are not my favourite holiday pastime, but there's many out there who are, and there's been some awards handed out. Cruise Critic, which is the largest cruise review website, has announced the winners of its 2016 UK Cruise Critics Cruisers' Choice Awards. This slips off the tongue, doesn't it? The awards named the best cruise ships of the year based entirely on UK reviews and posted on the Cruise Critic website. Proving popular with UK cruisers, Norwegian Cruise Line sailed away with 8 awards, and although I'm not a fan of cruising, I do have a massive soft spot for this cruise company, which I've spoken about many times in the past. Of the line's large ship category award wins, Norwegian Spirit took 4, including Best Overall, while Norwegian Escape, which was launched in 2015, won Best Entertainment. And the line's 3 mid-sized ships awards went to Norwegian Sun, including Best Entertainment as well. This success is following Norwegian Cruise Line's recent announcement that from 2017, for the first time in 7 years, the UK will receive a dedicated ship sailing from Southampton. There was a new award for 2016, which was Best for First Timers, and this went to P&O's Cruises Arcadia, which offers a variety of itineraries, including destinations such as San Francisco, Auckland, Hong Kong, and Cape Town. And it's also part of a World Cruise offering for this year. The UK Cruise Critic Cruisers' Choice Awards are awarded in 3 ship classes based on passenger sizes. It's large at 2,000 plus passengers, mid-size 1,200 to 1,999, and small, which is 1,199 or fewer. And the overall winners are Best Cruises Overall for large, Norwegian Spirit, mid-size, Oceania Riviera, and for small, Seven Seas Voyager. Best Cruise Ship Cabins, large, Celebrity Reflection, mid-size, Oceania Riviera, and small was Viking Star. Best Cruise Ships for Dining, large, Island Princess, mid-size, Oceania Riviera, and Viking Star won small. Best Cruise Ships for Embarkation, Explorer of the Seas was large, mid-size was Oceania Riviera, and small was Seven Seas Voyager. Best Cruise Ships for Entertainment, large was Norwegian Escape, mid-size was Norwegian Sun, and small was Viking Star. Best Cruise Ships for Fitness and Recreation, not top of my list. Large was Norwegian Spirit, mid-size Norwegian Sun, and Viking Star took the small award. Ship Public Rooms, large was Queen Elizabeth, mid-size Oceania Riviera, and Viking Star was small again. Ships of Service, Island Princess for large, Oceania Riviera mid-size, and Viking Star small. Viking Star seems a very popular boat. Best Cruise Ships or Excursions, Norwegian Spirit, mid-size Norwegian Sun, and Seven Seas Voyager for small. Best Cruise Ships for Value, Norwegian Spirit large, MSC Likera for mid-size, and Viking Star again for small. The Best Cruises for Family were Thompson Cruises, Thompson Majesty, and finally First Timers, P&O Cruises Arcadia, which was also large. You can find out all the cruise stuff at the Cruise Critic website. Just Google for Cruise Critic, because I don't think my voice can ring out the address right now. If you agree with any of these, please do share your feelings at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Or if you don't like cruises either, please do share your reasons why. Well, thank you for putting up with my voice for the last hour. Hopefully it'll be sorted soon, because I'm recording an interview for a guest for next week's show in a couple of days. It's going to need to be sorted by then. Anyway, if there's any comments you'd like to make on the show, facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Just leave a post in there. I do hope you can join me next week on the Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com, where each week I'm checking it out before you check in.